Hey, my name's Cohen, and I teach people how to make money online. And I'm qualified to do so because I've made millions and millions and millions of dollars online myself. So people always ask me, hey Ty, what's a quick way for me to increase the number of subscribers that I'm getting to my email list, or to increase the amount of sales that I'm making? And I'm gonna give you guys one quick tip that will help you to pretty much like increase anything that you want to do, whether it's your sales, whether it's the number of subscribers that you're getting, whether it's your total overall back end. And that tip is to go in and split test. So most of you guys probably have a web page, you've got a funnel, you're selling something, you're not split testing, right? So you're just blindly throwing up a headline, or you're blindly putting up a price point, or maybe you blindly have some copy on your sales page or your checkout page, your order forms, and you're just putting that up there because you think that it's good. Or maybe you hired a copywriter and they said that it's good, right? You only know if it's good if your market says it's good, primarily by, number one, taking an action. And that action could be them giving you their email address. It could be them giving you their phone number, whatever action it is that you want them to take, right? In most cases, it's going to be them opting into your form, giving you their name and their email address, and sometimes their telephone number if you have your opt-in and your registration form set up that way. The other way that you can tell, and this is my favorite way, if what you have on your pages resonates with your market, is if you're selling something and the market says, okay, this is what I want. So they're going in and they're buying, and you have a conversion rate that's higher than the average, right? Or much higher than where you started. You only get to those levels where you're increasing your conversion rates for your registration pages and then for your checkout pages if you consistently split test. Consistently testing one page, say page A versus page B, right? Determining a winner, which one generates the most sales, or which one generates the most registrations, this one or this one gets you the most contacts. And then whichever one is the winner, so let's say this one is the winner, now you take this one, this is your control, right? And now you test your control against another variation. And then hopefully that variation beats the control, it now becomes a control, and that's how you consistently increase your conversion rates, right? On your checkout pages, on your registration pages. And look, it doesn't take a lot. Like, you can have consistently, let's say if you consistently get these winners, or over time you've got winners that incrementally increase your conversions by 1%, 2%. Sometimes you'll see like 5%. I've done split tests where I've seen increases of 10%, right? 15%. Which is kind of rare, depending on, you get better as you start to do this more and more. I've done thousands of split tests over the years. But as you're incrementally increasing your conversion rates, you now make more money. I'll give you an example. So let's say if your conversion rates for a checkout, an order page, is 1%. That means for every 100 people that visit your order page, one of them buy 1%, which is pretty standard, right? It's about 1 to 2% for an order form that hasn't been split tested or that hasn't been kind of tweaked. But you go in and you do these split tests consistently. You're testing, and you get your conversion rates for your order form up to 10%, 15%, 20%, 30%, right? Which is high, but it's not impossible. You get it up to, let's say 30%, let's say 25%. Now, instead of every one person that visits your checkout form, your order page, buying out of 100, you now have 25 people out of 100 that buy at 25% conversions, right? So now let's do the math on that. Let's say if you're selling something for $100, right? Instead of making $100 out of every 100 visitors, you're now multiplying that. You've got 25 times 100, right? So now you're making an extra $2,400 for every 100 visitors. So do you see why split testing is so important? So two of my favorite books when it comes to split testing are the big book of split test ideas by my friend Brad Callen here. And I don't even know if you can even find this thing anymore. This is an old book, right? But it gives you a ton of ideas to split test. So e-commerce tests, you'll have long form sales page tests in here. You've got things like checkout tests, right? You've got stuff like email tests. Everyone should be testing their emails before you send it out. Don't send out an email without testing it. If you're on my email list and you go in, you might see and I should be telling you guys because I don't want you going in and signing up for my email list with multiple emails. But if you're on more than one email, right? If you use more than one email, you might get one email from me with a different subject line. And then if you use a different email address, you might get another email from me with a different subject line, right? And sometimes we're testing 4, 5, 6 different subject lines before we send out all of our emails. And what we're doing is we're split testing the subject line to see which one gets the highest open rates. And then we'll even split test email bodies to see which body gets the highest click-through rates. And that's how you maximize your email conversions, right? So landing page test, Facebook ad test, there's all types of stuff in here. Video sales letter test, social media test, website navigation test. So if you're not split testing, again, you should. I'm going to give you a quick tip. The easiest thing for you to split test is your headline, all right? Test the wording, the copy on your headline. So you can go and you can split test one page versus this other page, and everything else is going to be the same on those pages. Everything else is going to be the same, right? The layout, the navigation, everything is going to be the same. The only thing that's going to change is the copy in the headline. So you'll take your existing headline and then you split test it against a variation, all right? And you guys should be doing this. I would not, if I had to go back and start all over again, and like I said, I've made millions and millions and millions of dollars online, but if I had to start all over again, I would start doing two things. Number one, I would build up my database, my contact database, right? Number two, I would split test. Number three, I would be on social media a lot more, all right? Because social media is the attention where your people are at. But since this video is about split testing, go in, start split testing right now, split test your headlines. I'm going to tell you the second book that I love, and I'll share that with you in just a bit. But before I do that, if you don't have a software that allows you to split test, there's a lot of them that are out there. But one of the ones that I love the most, all right, the most, is my automatic marketing system, right? Or my automated marketing system. And I'm going to give you guys a free trial of it. You can actually go over to kindlecashflow.com/AMS. And I'm going to have my video team put that link in the description, wherever you're watching this. So kindlecashflow.com/A as in Apple, M as in Mary, S as in Sam. That's going to give you a free trial to the same system, the same marketing CRM that I use to split test my emails, to split test my funnels, my websites, to split test just literally just a ton of different things, right? As well as to build out your database. So build out your email list to be able to send out SMS text messages. You'll be able to use this to send out emails. And when you go and you visit that link, kindlecashflow.com/AMS, I'm also going to give you just a few dozen of the same templates that I use. Now, don't copy my templates word for word, verbatim, right? Just go in and tweak them. So I'm going to give you the same funnel templates, so you can go and you can kind of model my funnels, right? You'll have all of the registration pages, you'll have the sales pages, you'll have the order forms, you'll have the upsells like the OTO pages as well. And then I'm also going to give you my email templates, so you can model the types of emails that I send out. And I'm also going to give you my SMS text message templates so that you can model the text messages that I send out to my list as well. All right, so kindlecashflow.com/AMS. Now, here's the other book that I love. This is a very cool book, and this one is by my friend Russell Brunson here. I actually just had a chance to spend 3 days with Russell last week, actually, out in Texas, Dallas, Texas. This book is there's 74 funnels, right? A 74 funnel swipe file, right? A swipe file. And a swipe file is basically a collection of copy, things that you want to kind of go back to and kind of model ideas of. So there's VSL funnels in here, entire funnels, and you can go in, you can lay out and look at how they have their funnel set up. There's supplement stat funnels, there's CPA funnels in here, there's crowdfunding funnels, Funnel Friday. I mean, there's just all types of stuff in here. He's got his Expert Secrets funnel. I just saw Dollar Beard Club funnel, Frank Kern's Inner Secrets, or Inner Circle funnel, I should say. The Expert Secrets book funnel here. Sideways webinars. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that's in here. All right. And again, look, I probably will be having a contest where I'll give a copy. I've got a couple of copies of these books. When I get good books like this, I go and I buy multiples. So if you want to learn how to win one of these. If you guys want to have a contest, and if I get enough responses, I'll have a contest and I'll give some of these away. All right. So in the comments, this is how you can tell me if you want me to have a contest and give some of those away. I want you to, number one, like this video. Right. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is in the comments, just put split test. That's it. And that's how I'll know if you've been paying attention. So like the video, number one. Number two, in the comments, put split test. And then number three, go in and sign up for a free copy of my automatic marketing system funnel builder, all right? At kindlecastro.com/AMS. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed.